The tension had been building all morning outside the PDP National Secretariat. Supporters of the Wike-backed faction arrived chanting solidarity songs and demanding Damagun's removal.
As you can see behind me, thugs have already invaded the PDP Secretariat here, Wadata Plaza, chanting Bamai, meaning they are not in support of the current leadership.
My people, there's a fresh storm blowing inside the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and this one looks very serious. If you've been following Nigerian politics, you already know the PDP has been struggling to find its balance since losing power at the national level. But what just happened at Wadata Plaza, the party's national headquarters in Abuja, has taken that struggle to a whole new level. The camp loyal to Nyesom Wike, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, has taken over the entire secretariat. Yes, you heard me right. The pro-Wike faction has literally taken control of the PDP headquarters. Now, before we rush, let's break this down carefully so you understand exactly what's going on. And please, as you're listening, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and share it, because this gist affects not just the PDP, but the whole Nigerian political landscape. Now, here's what really happened. The crisis in the PDP has been boiling for months, maybe even years, but it finally reached a breaking point this week. The faction loyal to Wike announced that they had appointed Mohammed Abdurrahman as the new acting national chairman of the PDP. This came after a bitter internal fight within the National Working Committee, the NWC as they call it. The old leadership under Umar Damagum had earlier suspended Samuel Anyang, the national secretary, and several other party officials said to be loyal to Wike. So, in classic Nigerian political fashion, the Wike group hit back. They suspended Damagum himself and declared that Abdurrahman was now the man in charge. You can already see where this is going, right? Two factions, both claiming to be the legitimate authority of the PDP, and both operating from the same building, Wadata Plaza. That is a recipe for chaos. When Abdurrahman spoke to journalists in Abuja, he said he was taking over because the party had fallen into what he called a pitiable state. He reminded everyone that the PDP used to rule Nigeria for 16 straight years, from 1999 to 2015. But now, more than a decade later, it's been reduced to a divided and humbled opposition. His words were emotional. He said the defections of governors, legislators, and even local government chairmen had weakened the party beyond recognition. According to him, his mission was to heal the wounds, rebuild unity, and restore the PDP's former glory. But my people, let's pause here. When a man says he wants to heal a house, it means the house is already bleeding. What we are seeing in the PDP right now is not just a disagreement, it's a full-blown power struggle between two mighty camps. On one side, you have Nyesom Wike, the FCT minister, powerful, vocal, and known for playing politics with precision. On the other, you have the old guard, those who believe Wike's influence is too strong and that he is trying to control the party from behind the scenes. The tension between these sides didn't start today. Remember the 2023 elections. Wike and his allies, known as the G5 governors, refused to support their own party's presidential candidate, Atiku Abubakar. That wound never really healed.
So this takeover of Wadata Plaza is like reopening an old sore that never properly healed. And when you look deeper, you see it's not just about titles like acting chairman or secretary. It's about who controls the future of the PDP. Who holds the key to 2027, and who decides what role the opposition will play in Nigeria's next big election. Now, if you are still watching, please hit that like button because this analysis is about to get even more interesting. When Abdurrahman announced his leadership, he didn't waste time. He moved straight to the PDP secretariat, entered the building, and addressed his supporters right there. You can imagine the scene. Chants, banners, and party faithful declaring support for the new leadership. But it wasn't all peaceful. The Damagum loyalists were also there, refusing to back down. They insisted they were still in charge. To prevent things from turning violent, the police quickly deployed to the scene. According to eyewitnesses, at least 10 Hilux vans filled with officers surrounded the secretariat to stop any clash.
You know what that means. The tension was high, and anything could have happened. Eventually, though, Abdurrahman and his group managed to hold a meeting inside the secretariat with Samuel Anyawum, the suspended national secretary, present. That meeting marked the first official session of the Wike faction inside the PDP headquarters. It was a symbolic victory, at least for Mao. But make no mistake, this is just the beginning. Because, as you know, in Nigerian politics, every takeover leads to counterattacks. The Damagum camp is not going to sit quietly and watch their authority vanish. We should expect court cases, petitions, and press conferences in the coming days. Now, let's step back a bit. What does this really mean for the PDP as a party? The truth is, the PDP has been struggling to redefine itself since losing power in 2015. While the ruling APC keeps dealing with its own internal troubles, the opposition that is supposed to challenge it is busy fighting itself. Every time PDP members quarrel publicly, it weakens their credibility before Nigerians. People begin to wonder, if they cannot manage their own house, how can they manage a country of over 200 million people? This is why some political observers are saying this latest crisis could be the final straw that breaks the camel's back.
But there is another side to it. Some say Wike's camp is only doing what is necessary, forcing reform in a party that has refused to change. They argue that the PDP has been hijacked by weak leadership, and that Wike, for all his controversies, is at least bold enough to shake things up. Others believe he is simply trying to tighten his grip on the party ahead of 2027, especially since he is now serving in an APC-led government. You see, politics in Nigeria is rarely about ideology. It's about influence, control, and survival. Please like and subscribe to this channel for more breaking stories like this. And here's where ordinary Nigerians come into the picture. Many are tired of seeing the same cycle: factions, suspensions, takeovers, reconciliations, and then back to square one. The question on many lips is simple. Can the PDP ever get its act together again? Because whether you support them or not, Nigeria needs a strong opposition to keep democracy healthy. Without that, one party dominates unchecked, and citizens lose out in the long run. So, my brothers and sisters watching this right now, this power play at Wadata Plaza is not just about Wike or Damagum, it's about the soul of the PDP and the shape of Nigeria's future politics. If the party collapses under its internal battles, it could open the door for new political alliances or even new movements to rise. 2027 is not that far away, and what we are witnessing now may very well decide who holds power when that time comes. For now, the situation is still tense. The police presence remains heavy around the PDP headquarters, and both factions are claiming victory. But behind the scenes, negotiations are already being whispered. Some elders in the party are said to be calling for calm, urging both sides to put the interest of the party first. Whether that will work, we'll have to wait and see. Please like and subscribe to this channel for more breaking stories like this. So, my people, as we watch this political drama unfold, don't get carried away by the noise. Focus on the bigger picture. Nigeria needs stability, and that begins with responsible leadership, both in government and in opposition. The PDP's house is divided, and until they find a way to rebuild trust, they will continue to lose ground. But like we always say, nothing lasts forever in politics. Alliances shift, interests align, and sometimes even sworn enemies become partners when power is at stake. That's the gist for now. Keep your eyes open, stay informed, and please don't forget to like this video, share it with someone who follows Nigerian politics, and subscribe so you don't miss the next update as this PDP crisis continues to unfold. Please like and subscribe to this channel for more breaking stories like this.